Okay, here we are. We're going flying because it's legal to fly this plane here, even though it's just probably about 1.2 kilometres from the airfield, because it's under 100 grams. I did a lot of work to get it under 100 grams, and it is. So here you go. Now I'm going to turn on the turnkey, get some video. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Get some video, hopefully from the top of the truck there. And transmitter, DLG, turn it all on. Tips the scales at 99.5 grams. It's baby, I've got two of these, and this by far and away is the lightest one. I don't know why, but the other one is quite a bit heavier. Maybe it's because this one hasn't been repaired. It's just totally brand new, virgin, and not suffering from any of that hanger rash you get and that ground rash. Let's go and see if there's any lift around. See if we let this baby fly. Seems to be working. Better put my sunnies on. Do a bit of throwing. See how we're going. That should be alright, hopefully. Here we go. No observer, no radio, because we don't need it. Strangely enough, that's what CAA says. You don't need it if you're flying something under 100 grams. Oh, that flies beautifully, lovely. Let's give it a bit of a toss. Full throttle. There's a few little puffs of lift around, but pretty minimal actually. Never know though. Yeah, a little bit there, but I don't think we're going to go up in that. Simply holding our own, and a bit of wind's drifting it away, so feel the wind on my face. I'm going to fly downwind because it's generally the wind blows towards the thermals, not away from them, so hopefully there'll be a bit more lift just over here. Yeah, a little bit of lift there. Not a lot though, as I said. I love DLGs. So pure, just nice. Nothing but the plane, a little bit of rising air. There we go. Gorgeous. Lovely flight. If anyone wants any tips on how to do it, I'm not an expert, but as you can see, I know where to go. There's a few little simple tips, like the wind always blows towards a thermal, so if you've got wind on your face, the thermal is behind you. That's why I flew back over, because I could feel the wind on my face. I flew, but turned around, and now I'm flying behind myself, which is where the lift is. And as you can see, it's actually going up. I love the fact you can just throw this and get the longest flight I've had is 40 minutes. It's just pretty impressive from a single throw. But again, it's under 100 grams. It's actually quite light, and it's balsa and thin film, so even if it did hit a full-size aircraft, that is to say, if there was a full-size aircraft around here that was flying illegally, because it would be below 500 feet, there's no way this is going to be visible at 500 feet, then if that happened, I don't think it would cause any problems in any full-size aircraft that is at 500 feet here. We've got bigger problems than a tiny DLG thrown by a 61-year-old man. There you go, that's how it's done, folks. Get into DLGs, they're great fun, honestly. Ooh, look at that. It's a nice bit of lift. Try turning to the left. Actually, most DLGs have a preference. This one has got a little bit of a warp in the wing. The other one's better, but this has got a warp in the wing. But this is a lot lighter, so this is the one I'm flying today. You probably can't even see it on the Mobius anymore because it is getting pretty small. But I'd say it's probably 200 feet at the moment, because being a small model, it does disappear quite quickly. So you're not going to risk flying into controlled airspace or into the path of a full-size aircraft here. Here we go, flying. It's over 1 kilometre from the airfield. It's lovely fun. And quite legally. Not on council land. This is a piece of land that's actually industrial area that's up for sale. And I love it. So we're getting higher and higher and higher. It's beautiful fun. Woohoo. Most of these flights in the end I just get tired of climbing and I end up doing some aerobatics just to waste a bit of height and come down again. It's brilliant fun. Wow, it's really good. I'm loving it. Hopefully some of this will come out of the Mobius, but actually it's getting hard to see by visual line of sight, so I don't think the Mobius is going to pick it up with the relatively wide-angled lens. And now I'm getting sweat in my eyes because it's actually quite a warm day. For a change, the summer's here. I think we'll come down now. Actually we'll fly out back from whence we came over the other side, because one thing to do once you get really high on the thermal, it pays to fly into an area where I think I'll just come down a bit high. There's a loop for it. Doesn't really spin very well, this thing. It's more of a spiral dive, but a spin is a good way to get a model down if you're really stuck. It's taken a while to come down. I've got sweat in my eyes, it's really stinging. Well, it could be sunscreen, actually. Might be sunscreen. Because you've really got to put sunscreen on around this part of the world. So there's quite a big spiral from quite a height. And let's try another one. Let's try some aerobatics. Let's do a loop. And a dive and a loop. Because the eye is stinging. Damn, I hate it when the eye starts stinging. I've got flies all over me. Let's bring this thing down. I'm getting uncomfortable. Yep, I've been up since since you texted me.
Looking at the sky, eh?
The wind's at my back now, so if I want to lift, I would go down here, downwind to try to lift it. I think the wind at my back is from the thermal that's already been through.
Yeah.
I've got suntan lotion in my eye, sunscreen in my eyes. It's really, really stinging.
Yeah, all of that. Not very pretty, that.
No, it hurts actually.
Not a bad spot here, eh? You got the gorse there, you can get lost in.
Yeah, good, eh? 100% legal flight, mate.
Eh?
100% legal flying.
Legal?
Yep.
Well, how do you figure that one out?
Well, it's under 100 grams and we're not flying off council property. So, CA can go cry themselves a river over this one. And if a 61-year-old man throwing it under a 100-gram plane can pose a threat to the national airspace, then CIA got real problems. Oh, man, my eye's so sore.